I really want to make some more stories. I call my vlogs documentaries because my name's Trey and I document my life. I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor, and I love to share stories, but I keep not pressing record because there's 3 ways people tell stories, that I tell stories that I think are terrible. This is probably gonna smell terrible. Should I do this? 3 ways we gotta do better storytelling. 3 ways we're doing it wrong. 3 ways I'm doing it wrong. The first way we do it wrong is we don't storytell, we give anecdotes. I heard Seth Godin say this recently on a podcast about how a lot of us think we're sharing stories, but really we're just sharing anecdotes because we all know how the story ends. A lot of people, they share like they have this incredible story, but it ends the way you think it's gonna end, right? Like they wanna make this video and I love the heartbeat, like, hey, God loves you, cool. But like the way Jesus shared a story of God loving you is the story of the prodigal son, which actually was a story they were familiar with, but Jesus changes the ending. That's wonderful storytelling. That is subversive. Too many of us, we just, people don't click the video because, yeah, I've heard this story a million times. Stories should make you curious or furious. And if you already know the ending, then you might as well not even share the beginning. It really is starting to smell. The second way, though, that I think when we try to get away from the anecdote storytelling is what I want to call "this totally transformed me" messaging. I think it's not fair. It's not good. Like, I don't believe it anymore. When people say, man, you should have heard this thing. It changed my life. Or that thing right here. Or this day moved everything. I think it's okay to say, you know what, this might incrementally change your life, kind of. We're selling something that's not true. And I think I've been guilty of this. Man, this thing rocked my world. And I think it's because I thought it's the only way people will click, but it's not reality. But the third one is the big one for me. I am the worst at. Okay, I gotta get out of this room. I need to open some doors. My wife's not here. When she gets home, the third way of storytelling is, I would say, the narrator is the loser storytelling. That's what I do a lot, where in order to prove a point, it was Aaron Sorkin who said every good story has intention and obstacle. So you want to do something in your life, or the hero of the story is seeking this endeavor, and there's obstacles along the way. And what I've done bad with storytelling is I've always made myself the obstacle, my own fears, my own failures, my own weaknesses. And I love to share that, and I think being vulnerable at times is super helpful for people. However, when it's every video, I think you begin to paint a picture of somebody you're not, and you become somebody that nobody really wants to follow. Like, this guy's dramatic. He's got something terrible happening all the time. Even recently, a commenter, I just love her support. She commented saying, yeah, I think discouragement is a part of your personality. I don't blame her for saying that, because if I'm ever discouraged, I turn this thing on and talk about it. And I think there's better ways to storytell, where we can talk about fear, but maybe not being so vulnerable about my own fear. And honestly, sometimes I think I stretch it. Like, I am joyful today. It's a good day. But for it to be a good story, I need to be struggling. And that's a big one for me. And you know what's fun? This video is not the answers. It's just some of the problems. Guys, I legit can't breathe. My theory is that this will get rid of the bad smell.